fifth grade. I want to give you some options for a found object sculpture. Like you're probably reading right now in the slideshow, you don't have to do found objects. Let's say you actually have some clay at your house or some model magic. You can feel free to do this project with that as well and make a sculpture out of that. Or maybe you could even use those in a sculpture with other found objects to make something really interesting. Now, can you get this in here all the way? So my daughter made this found object sculpture. We did happen to have some extra styrofoam around the house from a planet project that my son was doing. So she glued some of those together with a hot glue gun. She has colored pencils stuck into the styrofoam. She didn't glue those in because I know she wants to use those again. Here she has like a hair thing tied around. I don't know if you can see in the back. She glued on buttons. She had some hot glue buttons, and she tried glitter glue on here, but it didn't work out really well. So I think she wanted that to the back here. And she's filming, so she's probably embarrassed right now. Yeah, hi. Now my son, he did not use any glue, because some of you are probably thinking, I don't have any hot glue, Mrs. Stoll. I don't have any glue in my house. I don't even really have tape. So he luckily has a lot of Legos. So he came up with this creation here, and he wanted to show that, yeah, there's moving parts on it. But he also had a background that he uses for he used to use for stop motion. A little Minecraft in it you might recognize. And then here's Godzilla. So he made a scene. He made like a sculpture, and he kind of made a whole scene out of this. You could even draw a scene on a piece of paper, put something underneath, add some figures to it. So if you're really stuck and you really don't have, things to hold stuff together, that's another option. Another option, if you don't have anything to hold things together, is to try and figure out how you can fit paper, cardboard, cardstock, which is like a thicker paper. Here I've got a paint sample. Could use that, and you can actually cut slits in it. I'm going to try to use my daughter's left-handed scissors. Let's see how this kind of works. Yay! So you could cut slits in things and make folds, and there's probably lots of good YouTube tutorials too on how to do that. I'll see if I can maybe find some or link some below. But I could actually start to come up with a sculpture just by even folding and cutting, putting things together. If you know origami, you could add some origami elements to that as well. Now, some other ideas for things you might have around your house. Let's say if you have an old toy, like here's a stick bot. He actually doesn't stick as good as he's supposed to. We have him. We have ribbon, Christmas ribbon. Could use that. Got laundry soap topper. Here's just a random craft thing. We got an old necklace nobody's wearing, some glitter, some glass beads, scraps of yarn, aluminum foil. You probably have aluminum foil somewhere in your house. If I want to hold stuff together, I happen to have this weird colorful duct tape we could use. Googly eyes, those always make things better. We have a sample of model magic, and I know we have some more model magic around this house from leftovers from another like diorama type project. Popsicle sticks. Here's an old eraser. You never know, you might just have random old art supplies that you think are just destined for the trash, but maybe you could use them for something else. Here's something found in Dad's workshop downstairs we could use. Lids. Maybe even go through your recycle bin, wash things off. What I don't want you to do is steal things from your parents that they don't know are gone. Ask them first. Don't just start like gluing their possessions together. They tend not to like that too much. Okay. Speaking of gluing, hot glue. I'm sure that some of you do have hot glue and you're thinking, this is my chance. I get to hot glue. Talk to your parents first. Make sure they know what you're doing. Have them help you if necessary. Have them explain. I don't have this plugged in right now. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Becca. Right. If I did, I would not do this. I would not touch the tip of the glue gun because you will get burned. Sometimes what students do is they think, okay, I'm going to press this together, but I can't press it with the thing, so I need something, and they put their finger right next to it, and sometimes the heat kind of transfers through the surface and ends up burning you, or you accidentally get too close. Or take another object, pencil works great, and press in with that instead of your finger. So very important if you are going to use a hot glue gun for this. But remember, it might not be necessary. It's necessary maybe for large or plastic items. Hot glue is great for that. But you can get creative with folding, cutting, tearing, regular glue, tape, different kind of tapes. Here, you even found these ties in the basement. These kind of ties you can make, probably bind some things together like this. A scrunchie. Could you bind something together with a scrunchie? I know a lot of you have those sitting around. So those are some options for found object art. I'm trying to assign this in plenty of time so that you don't have to just rush quickly and take 5 minutes, gather some stuff, put something together and take a picture of it and submit it. Take some time. Think, what do I have around my house? Maybe something in your yard. Maybe you could even go outside and, gather some sticks, some leaves, rocks, and make an arrangement like that. If you do that, be careful what you bring into your house though too, because your family may not love that you just brought a bunch of dirt in from the outside. And maybe, make something outside and photograph it out there. But those are just some ideas I want to help you out with. Thank you very much, guys, and keep going with the slideshow.